And welcome to another edition of East LA Sports Scene as we come right into downtown, just north of Chinatown here in our wonderful city of Los Angeles, California. We're at the home field and the campus of the Cathedral Phantoms as they play host here on homecoming night to the visiting St. Paul Swordsmen. It's going to be a very good matchup. We want to bring your attention, first of all, to the records. St. Paul comes in with a 1-6 overall record, 0-1 in conference play, but the Cathedral Phantoms flip that. They go 6-1 overall, 1-1 in conference in the Mission League. Should be a very, very good matchup. Lots of shining stars here coming off on both teams, and especially here though for Cathedral. Many Division I recruits already are signed and set to go for their college careers, and we're going to highlight those players here as well as highlighting both teams. But this is going to be a very good matchup. East LA Sports Scene, very proud and very honored to be here on the campus of Cathedral High School. Very, very long tradition of football, athletics, academics, and everything else you might want in a high school. It's right here at Cathedral High School. Head coach for the Phantoms, Kevin Pearson, a very good friend of ours here in East LA Sports Scene. We've known him for quite some time, and we look forward to seeing him now taking the controls and leading the Cathedral Phantoms into battle tonight against St. Paul Swordsmen. So every game is a must game because it is conference play. So stay tuned, get ready, relax, and get set to enjoy our presentation of the high school game of the week. Friday Night Lights here in our beautiful City of the Angels, Los Angeles, California. We'll be right back with the kickoff.
Number 57, Alex Odin. For the Swordsman, number 21, Jonathan Lopez. Number 72, Christian Garcia. Number 10, Nick Downs. Number 20, George Reyes. I believe number 13, Paul Tejas. Phantoms win the toss. They defer. Swordsman will receive. Phantoms will defend the south goal.
Here we go now, ready to go with the kickoff. Chris Guerra lining it up here for the Phantoms. They're in black and purple trim, black helmets. St. Paul in white. The Swordsmen will receive the punt, or actually will not. It will go into the end zone, automatic touchback. First and 10 from the 20-yard line. We're going to try and set the lineups here for you on defense for the Phantoms. Coming out, Michael Ray, Alex Olguin, Christian Hernandez, James Butts, Martavius Holiday. Oh, excuse me, I'm going the wrong way. This should be the defense I'm reading to you. Number 1, Damari Scott, captain. Number 44, Devon Lopez. They are the safeties. And we're going to give you the St. Paul offensive set here in just a moment. Dropping back to pass as a man open on a slant going over the middle. This is incomplete. We're going to set the St. Paul offense for you. At quarterback, Paul Tejas. Running back, Diego Costello. Number 18, the running back, Elijah Carter. Wide receiver, number 80, DJ Choi. Number 27, wide receiver, Zach Ramsey. And then we'll identify the other linemen for you. Number 85, Cisco Grado. Number 72, Christian Garcia. Mark Millan, number 64, 62, Alex Saavedra, and 58, Eric Orona. Those are the starting lineups for St. Paul Swordsmen. Second down, and it's Carter on the carry. He will get some positive yardage. It looks like he'll head up towards the, let's call it maybe the 16-yard line is where they're initially going to spot it. We'll check that 26. 26-yard line. Okay, we're We've got a great view here from Cathedral. This is a very, very beautiful athletic facility along with a great playing field right here. And we're located right here in downtown Los Angeles, just north of Chinatown, the historic Chinatown part of the city. And to our backs would be Dodger Stadium. So here we are now. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Rolling out to his right. Oh, he slips one tackler. Straight arms to second, up to the 30. And Diaz gets positive yardage up to the 32-yard line. It should be more than enough for a first down. And they should move the yard markers forward. It's going to be a first down for the St. Paul Swordsmen. They are coached now by the athletic director, Casey Morales. Elijah Asante no longer in as head coach for the St. Paul Swordsmen. Replaced here midseason by, again, athletic director and head coach Casey Morales. St. Paul again in all white with dark numerals. From our vantage point, look like they are black in color. Man in motion to the right, handoff. And it's going to be Carter again, there's the carrier. 72 in on the stop for the Phantoms. We're going to give you the Phantom defense here. Number 1, Damari Scott, we mentioned him. Number 44, Devon Lopez. Number 24, Jamari Dissett. He's one of the linebackers. Number 6, Jalen Williams. Number 12, Gary Martin. We'll continue on with the rest of the lineup in a moment. Okay, second, let's call it a long 6. Dropping back is Diaz. Oh, my goodness, it's wide. Now he was good coverage. Good coverage there. Pass was intended for the running back. Number 33. And that was Diego Costello. Good coverage there, man-to-man going down the sideline here for Cathedral. Head coach for the Phantoms, Kevin Pearson, as we mentioned at our start of the program, started the broadcast tonight. Kevin Pearson at the controls here for the Cathedral Phantoms. Both teams belong to the Mission League, and as we mentioned, Cathedral now stand at 1-1, St. Paul 0-1. Lots of football left here in the season. Diaz, hits as he lets it go. To the complete. Carter takes it up for more positive yardage in for a first down. Possession here now and going nicely here for St. Paul. We're just early in the ball game, start of the first quarter. 10 minutes and 5 seconds left. So just a couple of minutes have been played here. Big night for the Phantoms, this homecoming night as well as senior recognition night. 1st and 10 for St. Paul. Handoff goes to Carter again. He's going to be the workhorse. It looks like that's what Coach Morales been calling his number on most of the plays here tonight, but he's got Diego Costello in the backfield, number 33. Wide receiver again, we'll give the number for you. 27 is Zach Ramsey. And the tight end, Cisco Grado, number 85. And DJ Clay, number 80. Let's call it 2nd and 8. Diaz brings him out. You'll take the snap. Looks right, goes left, airs it out down the sideline. He's got a completion. Oh, at the 30-yard line. And then the immediate hit put on him. And number 13 introduced himself for the Phantoms on the hit. Good stop there, knocking him out of bounds. Number 13 for the Phantoms, will give his name. Donzel Roddy. He was beaten he came over, and matter of fact, from his safety position and put the hit on Ramsey as he went out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 30-yard line. Momentum now favoring the Swordsman. Handoff. Costello, he'll pick up a yard on the carry. Down to the 28-yard line. So St. Paul in a very, very orchestrated drive here, starting at their own 20-yard line from the opening kickoff, their first possession of the game. It's going to bring up second and call it 8. East LA Sports Team bringing you another view of the game here. Friday Night Lights set in Los Angeles, California, just right outside of downtown. And we're on the campus of Cathedral High School. Tejas has his man open over the middle. And on the reception, 85, the tight end, Cisco Grado. Third and about, let's call it 2 for the swordsman. Pick up of about 6 or 7 yards on that play. There comes St. Paul's up to the line of scrimmage. Handoff is Carter, slipping, moving in and out of dodging tacklers down to about the 8-yard line. Elijah Carter showing some nice running skills. Scott in on a stop for the Phantoms. Ball spotted at about the 9-yard line. It's going to bring first and goal now for St. Paul. Handoff, sweeping to the right. Oh, nice tackle. Number 2 in on the stop. Cameron Aikens in there, right in the interior part of the defensive line there for Cathedral. Second and goal now here for St. Paul's. Ball spotted right at about the 5-yard line. Tejas looks over to his left, takes a snap. He's going to go off left tackle. He's not going to get much. Maybe with his forward progress, he'll be dropped for a yard gain. Let's see, they move the yard marker. It's going to bring up, yes, maybe third and goal from the 4 now. Okay, let's see what Coach Morales calls here, or whether he's going to need a timeout to talk things over. The Cathedral Phantoms taking on the St. Paul Swordsmen. Big play here. Phantoms looking to bulk up the middle there. Costello in motion out to the right. Tejas dropping back, looking for his tight end. There he is. And that is the first touchdown. 85 on the end of that touchdown pass, a 4-yard touchdown pass. Cisco Grado from Tejas. So the first points of the game scored by St. Paul. They come at 5:31 left in the first quarter. Here comes the try for the extra point. In for the placement. We're going to get you his name here. And there is the snap, the kick. It's good. 17. We'll give him that credit. 15 the holder. That's Jacob Meyer. And the kicker, number 17, Kevin Melendez. 7-0 in favor of St. Paul. We'll be back with a kickoff in just a moment. This is East LA Sports Scene. Okay, Melendez set to kick off. Scott, number 1 for Cathedral, and number 4, McTire, back to receive the punt. At the 5-yard line, the ball sails towards Scott at the 5. Picked up a block on the right side. Oh, he's getting outside. He's down the sideline at the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A great kickoff return. Number 1 right there on the kickoff, Damari Scott. He's one of the captains along with Torrey McTire and Hayden Reddick. We're going to see him now for the first time. He's a quarterback, number 11. We'll bring in the offensive starters here for Cathedral. Again, number 11, Hayden Reddick. And let's see, at running back, we're also going to see, okay, twin back formation along with the quarterback right there. Handoff, off left tackle. Okay, Holiday, the runner on that, Martavius Holiday. Yeah, he'll get credit for about 3 yards, 2nd and 7. Oh, look out. Offsides, obviously, it looks like it's going against the St. Paul Swordsman. Just busting through the line right there. They were in down set positions, and it is offsides against St. Paul's. Cathedral gladly accepts 2nd and 2. Very high-powered offense here for Cathedral. Reddick swings it out here, bubble screen to the right. Oh, nice skip, nice jump. Montavious Holiday jumping over defenders and then taking the contact. No huddle offense. You're looking at a Division I prospect. And he has been recruited and will most likely be heading to Louisiana State University, LSU. Number 11, Hayden Reddick. Keep your eye on him. Oh, there's a penalty. Flag thrown right away. Okay, we're going to give you Cathedral's offense here. Number 1, a wide receiver, Cameron Akins. Number 2, Martavius Holiday. 55 is James Butts. 52. We're going to get him in here. And also, Christian Hernandez is in there. 57, Alex Olguin. Michael Ray, number 9. Here is a spread formation. Reddick hands it off. Oh, Holiday's got a block. He's at the 25 to 20. Oh, nice effort there. Great individual run there by Holiday. Very, very good reads there as he took the handoff from his quarterback. Spotted an opening there. The offensive line firing out, hitting their blocks nicely. Gave him an opening, and from there on, he was on his own. Picked up very good yardage, enough for a first down. 1st and 10 from the 20. Reddick has it. Looks to his left. Oh, couldn't hold on to it. McTire, receiver on there, couldn't hold it. Incomplete pass. Clock stops. 2nd and 10. A red zone attack here for the Phantoms. They're at the opponent 20-yard line. They trail in the ball game here, 7-0. 3:45 left in the first quarter. Reddick, quick look in. First down. We'll check that. 2nd down, but it looks like it's enough for the first down. But a flag is going to be thrown late on that play there. Let's keep our eye on the white hat, the referee in charge of the crew. Could be a late hit. Okay, it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Phantoms. Going to nullify a very, very good pickup there. Ball's going to be spotted at the 30-yard line. 3rd and 20. Okay, the offensive unit looking to their left over to the sideline for the coaching instruction. Reddick has it. Dropping back. It's a screen. It's going to be incomplete. Flag now thrown again, late. After the play, let's see what the decision will be here. It's going to be a penalty assessed against St. Paul. That's going to be very, very good for the Phantoms. They'll take that. So what they lost earlier on a couple of plays before that one, they get back here due to the same infraction against St. Paul. 4th and 5. Okay. 3rd down marker reads 4th. So, okay, stands at 4th in terms of the... Oh, intercepted at the 5-yard line. Oh, 18 is Carter. He read that. Elijah Carter. And he could have broke that all the way, but he just got caught up there. Great tackle. And he certainly stayed with the quarterback's eyes and read him perfectly. He stepped in front of the receiver and picks it off. Turnover goes to the St. Paul Swordsmen. It's going to be 1st and 10 for him. They're going to spot the ball right at the 20-yard line. So an opportunity to get even for Cathedral turns into a big turnover, disappointment in their first possession. Diaz, handoff, Carter, steps off, puts a stiff arm on his first opponent at the line of scrimmage and then scoots forward for another 4 yards. Give him maybe a total of 4 yards on the carry. 2nd and 6. Clock moving with 3 minutes, just about 3 minutes left in the first quarter. This is East LA Sports Scene's coverage of the high school game of the week as we move out of the confines of East Los Angeles and come downtown Los Angeles to cover the Cathedral Phantoms as they take on the St. Paul Swordsmen in a Mission League contest. Out of the shotgun, Diaz going to hand it off again. Carter, and he is drilled right there by the Cathedral lineman. Devin Lopez in on that stop there for Cathedral, introducing himself to Elijah Carter. Big play here for the Phantoms, 3rd and 3. Carter has been the workhorse tonight, but the wideouts here to the left and the right. Oh, Tea's hit. Bounced off his own blocker, and then he's going to be rolled out of bounds there at about the 32-yard line. Number 5 puts the stop there on Carter. Ladarius Wiley, give him credit for that stop. First and 10 for the Swordsmen. Split out here wide to the right, number 80 for St. Paul. Pass is going to be short. Very short. Incomplete. Clock stops. 151. Torrey McTire, one of the tri-captains for the Phantoms, in on the coverage. Big game here for the Phantoms. Next week they'll be taking on the Harvard Westlake Wolverines in Studio City. They'll travel into the Valley to play Harvard Westlake, another big matchup in the Mission Conference. Dropping back as Diaz rolls to the right. He's got pressure. He's going to overthrow his receiver. Incomplete.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep in mind that this broadcast
With 1:46 left in the first quarter, the clock is stopped. It's going to bring up 3rd, and let's call it almost 10. 3rd and 10 for St. Paul. They lead in the contest 7-0, scoring their first touchdown back at around the 5-minute mark. 4-yard touchdown pass came from Tejas to his tight end, Grado. Spread offense out of the gun. Here comes Davis. Pressure. Oh, he's got Carter. He's going to be dropped down for no gain. It's going to bring a fourth and let's call it maybe 9 for St. Paul's punting situation. Special teams come onto the field for both squads. And the clock is moving as we speak. 1:23 left in the first quarter. Back to receive for the Phantoms. Number 1, he's standing at about his own 30-yard line. That's Damari Scott. Taking the snap, the kick, Melendez gets it off. It's a high one. It's going to bounce it to 38, 39. It's down right there immediately at about the 37-yard line where the Phantoms will come on and take over here. 1st and 10. Now the referee there in the white hat is signaling something over to the St. Paul's bench. And now he's asking the defense to come on. Okay. 1:02 left in the game, and now these referees signaling to both teams to step back a little bit from the sidelines. Line of scrimmage will be at about the 37-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Phantoms. Lots of passes here from this spread offense for the Phantoms. They've been putting up quite a bit of numbers here all season long. 6-1 overall for the Phantoms, 1-1 in conference play. Let's see whether Riddick will go vertical here with some of his passes. He went lateral and got picked off the last time. It was down and out. Let's see if he may go a fly pattern or slants or look-ins. One setback there for blocking purposes. Hands it off to him. Oh, he got around the left end, still going, driving, forcing himself forward up to the 50-yard line. 13, it's a 23-yard pickup on that carry. First and 10 for Cathedral. Oh, another lineman offsides there. Set the backfield there for you for Cathedral, number 24. Jamari's Desette is in there, along with, of course, the quarterback, Hayden Reddig. Wide receivers out here, number 4, Torrey McTire, number 5, Ladarius Wiley on the left side. And twin receivers on the outside, on the right side, Cameron Akins, number 2. Dropping back is Reddig. He throws the screen pass, to Desette, and he's up to about the 39-yard line. It's going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd and 1. And as we wind down here with 15 seconds left in the first quarter, Cathedral with the ball on a drive here, their second possession of the ball game. 5 seconds left. Let's see if they get the snap off in time. Reddick takes it. Last play of the quarter, dropping back, airs it out deep. It's going to be underthrown. Picked off again. Okay, penalty. Looks like that penalty may go against the player that intercepted for St. Paul. Unofficially, we have Andrew Garcia, number 11, providing coverage there on that long pass downfield. It was up in the air for about 40 yards, but it just was underthrown into the second consecutive interception that Reddig has thrown. Coach Pearson is going to have to talk things over with him, but a penalty was thrown against St. Paul, possibly for excessive celebration on that play. We'll be back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. You're watching East LA Sports Scene's High School Game of the Week. Cathedral versus St. Paul. First and 10 for St. Paul, deep in their own territory. Ball spotted at, let's call it the 3-yard line. Bunch formation out of the backfield. Carter gets it at about his 1-yard line, and will move forward for a couple of yards. And falling forward, he picks up 2 more. So let's call it second and let's call it 7. Gain of 3 on the carry for the workhorse for St. Paul. That's Elijah Carter, number 18. St. Paul up on top here as we start the second quarter by a score of 7-0. Again, with the pink towels, the pink leggings, stockings, wristbands, all in commemoration of Breast Cancer Awareness International, and especially here in the United States. Okay, a penalty going to be thrown there. Penalty flag again, St. Paul. Looks like a false start. Ball is moved back to a couple of yards. Going to be spotted at the 2-yard line. And here is the formation that we're looking at here. But on defense, I'm going to give you the names of some of the players. Number 4, Torrey McTire. Number 12, Gary Martin. Number 6, John Williams. 24, Jamari DeScott. Here's the next play here. It's right up the middle. Costello, the ball carrier. He'll be stopped there maybe for a gain of 2. Ball spotted at the 4-yard line. 3rd and 7. The 4-down lineman, 36, Simi Moala. Number 58, Jordan Franklin. And Hassan Allison, number 14. Okay, whistle's going to stop play here. And we're going to take the first time out of the game. Coach Morales wants to talk things over here. And while he does that, we'll step away here on East LA Sports Scene's coverage of the high school game of the week. We'll be back in a moment. Okay, back to play here. St. Paul at the line of scrimmage. Diaz, fake handoff. Going to go to the right. He had his man in the flat open. Carter. Incomplete. It brings up 4th down. Obviously, it's a punting situation for St. Paul. They're going to punt it deep out of their end zone. And it will give the Phantoms excellent field position. And possibly a chance to get near the red zone on the return. Due to the running skills there of number 1. Damari Scott, keep your eye on him in the open field. Melendez deep in the end zone. Snap. There's the punt, end over end, straight down the middle of the field. Scott has it. Sidesteps the first defender, goes over to the second and third. Still on his feet. We just called it 30, 20, 15, 10. Touchdown, Cathedral. A 40-yard kick, punt return. We just called it. Oh, my goodness. We were just talking about the skills that player possessed. Damari Scott, and what a thrill there for the home team. The fans are very, very happy with the effort there by Damari Scott. He went left, he went right, he went left and right again, and the defenders came up empty. And at 10:03, the Phantoms strike with their touchdown. They've answered now. Here comes the formation for the point after. Number 7 there. MC Poe, he's got it, going for 2. And he's got his wide open right there. Oh, McTire, wide open. So MC Poe comes in, does his job, and gives Cathedral a 2-point conversion. And here we go. Phantoms already now saying they're for real. They want to win this game very badly. It's important. Homecoming, a senior night, and more importantly, it's a conference game. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment. This is East LA Sports Scene. Back to the action. Here we go now, kicking off for the Phantoms. Nice end over end taken at the 7-yard line. Oh, He drops it, picks Carter, he comes right back with it. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line. But the home fans are still buzzing about the great run back off that punt by Damari Scott. And then the 2-point conversion gives the Phantoms the lead in the ball game. So just like that, they're up on top. They were trailing in the first quarter 7-0, but they've come back right away, answering with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Out of the gun, here comes Theas. Wide receivers on both sides. Bubble screen, heads out here to the right. Oh, he's got blockers. He's got one blocker in front of him. And that was number 80 on the reception. DJ Clay. And he's got enough for the first down. You'll see the referee over there in the white hat. He's going to instruct the side judge, on moving the yard markers, the down markers. Okay, a little bit of confusion there as to the result of that play. What was the net yardage gained on it? So it's enough for a first down. And with 9:50 left in the half, 1st and 10 for St. Paul. Same formation for the Swordsman. Oh, pass again to Clay, right over in front of his bench. And it's going to be close to a first down. In a quarterback, we stand corrected here. It is not Tejas, it is Villanueva, number 15. Mark Villanueva in at quarterback for St. Paul. Martin for Cathedral put him down for the tackle. Villanueva hands it off to Carter, straight off of right tackle. Is going to bull forward for maybe enough for the first down. It was 2nd and 3. Looks like he might be right at the 50-yard line. And the referee will signal that it is a first down. And the clock moves with 8 minutes and 50 seconds left in the half. Been mostly a ground game here that we've seen tonight for St. Paul. Elijah Carter flanked out here to the left. Villanueva. Oh, he's going to be flushed out of the pocket. He's running for his life now. He's at the 45-50 inside the Cathedral territory down to about the 47-yard line. Damari Dissett hit on the stop there for the Phantoms, number 24. Again, we'll give you some numbers here for the Phantoms. Number 44, Devin Lopez. He's with safety. We mentioned Damari Scott, number 1. Martin's number 12. Jalen Williams, number 6. Number 24, Jamari Dissett on defense. Here is Villanueva. Fakes right, pumps it, goes left. He's got some time. It's going to be out of bounds. Pass was intended for number 85, Cisco Grado. Penalty flag on the field right at about the 41-yard line. And it looks like it's going to go against the Phantoms. See what the call is. It's going to be a roughing the passer penalty. Big costly mistake there by the defense. It's going to move it all the way up to, let's call it the 34-yard line for Cathedral. Big break there for the Swordsman. First and 10 from the 34. St. Paul. Villanueva hands it off to Costello, the fullback, straight up the middle. He just rams it forward, puts his helmet down, and churns forward for positive yardage. That's Costello. He's not bouncing around in the backfield, nor is he dancing. He's just moving it straight forward. Power, smash mouth football here. It comes blasting out of the backfield with gaping holes there. Villanueva looking to his left. He's going to air it out. And it's going to be picked off and intercepted. Number 1 to Scott. Oh, Damari Scott having himself a big night tonight, both on offense and defense. And he stops that threat there by the swordsman, picks off the pass thrown by Mark Villanueva. It's going to give the Phantom 1st and 10. That's called from their 16-yard line. 7:01 left in the half. Let's see if the Phantoms can keep the momentum and the offensive pressure on the opponent, starting deep in their own territory. Reddick now looking to get the offense in motion. Handoff, there it goes off of left tackle. Nothing stopped. Cold is the runner. Holiday stopped for no gain, possibly lost. Yes, a loss of 2. 2nd and 12. Montavious Holiday was a runner, number 3. Triple receivers or trips out to the left side for Reddick. Single flank route to the right. It goes to him. That's to Scott. Damari Scott taking a tackler. Still up on his feet. Oh, he broke the first tackle and made a first down out of it up across the 30-yard line. No huddle offense. Just getting this play here from Coach Pearson. Clock is moving with 6 minutes and 10 seconds left in the half. Cathedral 8, St. Paul 7. Big matchup here in the Mission League. Coming to you on October the 19th, 2012. It's a Friday night. Reddick, plenty of time. Oh, and a slant. Oh, tipped. And still had enough zip on it to get into the receivers, intended receiver's hands, but he couldn't hold on to it. And that pass was intended for number 18. He had a clear shot at it. Aaron Moore. He wants that one back. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. 5:57 left. Brings up, let's call it 2nd and 10. Trips on the left side. It goes to 1. Oh, nothing there. No blocking. Pass was completed. Looks like the pass was intended and completed to number 5 for Cathedral. Ladarius Wiley. And then there was a big gang tackle that resulted with that, and then some more whistles at the end of that play, but no flag. Hayden Reddick, number 11, quarterback for the Cathedral Phantoms. He's already been recruited by the LSU Tigers. Division I prospect all the way. Having his problems tonight, but he comes back to Scott on a comebacker, and it's no good, throwing just maybe a little bit too high. And the pass is incomplete. Brings a 4th down for the Phantoms. They're going to have to turn it over. So 3 and out on that particular series. And back for St. Paul, number 11. That's Aaron Miranda, East LA Bobcat alumni. Here's a kick on 4th down. It bounces at the 35. It keeps rolling for the Phantoms and then stops and comes back the other way. The ball will be down at the 29-yard line. But 2 players on St. Paul. We're going to highlight their backgrounds. Albert Lamas, or Yamas, number 22. He's a Bobcat and a Montebello Indian and 3-year varsity player. That's number 21 for St. Paul. And as you saw, number 11, Andrew Garcia. I want to correct myself on Andrew Garcia, number 11, also a former East LA Bobcat. And here come the St. Paul Swordsmen now. Man in motion. That's Carter. Handoff goes to Costello, the fullback, and crossbuck going from the left to the right. He'll be stacked up maybe for a gain of 1. They give him credit for 2 on the carry, so 2nd and 8. Clock is moving with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left in the half. This is a big matchup here tonight. Cathedral Phantoms in black, all black with the purple numerals, the white trim, as they take on St. Paul, the St. Paul Swordsmen. There's a snap. Oh, it goes to Carter. Found some room on the right side and quickly goes up towards the first down marker. It's going to be short though. 3rd and about, let's call it 3. Long 3 here for St. Paul. St. Paul High School located in Santa Fe Springs, California. Handoff, here comes Carter. Oh, he's going to be stopped near the first down, but give credit. 13 in on the stop. It looks a little woozy on that tackle. He's going to come off the field, but give 13 credit on that play. Donzel Roddy, number 13. Oh, he did stop him short of the first down. So, 4th, and let's call it a half a yard for St. Paul. Big play here for the Phantoms. They need a stop here on defense. And there's a whistle. It's going to signal a timeout. And it's going to go to the Swordsmen. We'll be back with the next play in just a moment. This is East LA Sports Scene's coverage of the high school game of the week. Big play here now for St. Paul. They're bunched up at the line of scrimmage. Now they reset here. Unbalanced line, balanced line formation. However, on the right side, slot and then 2 other receivers. Deas, it's incomplete. Intended for Carter. Looked like he was trying to get behind the defender. That was number 13. He was back in the game. No, in on coverage on that play was number 12 for Cathedral, and he gave himself a good representation there. Jerry Martin. Here we come out of the shotgun. Rettig. Balanced formation. Both sides of the field have receivers. He's in the pocket. He airs it out down the middle. Oh, intended for number 2. Incomplete. Cameron Akins overthrown though, but he had beaten his man, and on the post pattern he was wide, open, put it that way, not wide open, but he was free. Okay, let's see what the play is now. Lots of options here for the Phantoms at the 31-yard line in good field position here, attacking St. Paul here through the air. It's going vertical. It's Rettig. Oh, pass intended at the 21-yard line. And that was intended for number 18 for Cathedral. It's going to go incomplete. Adam Moore. 2:50 left. The clock stops on that incomplete pass. Brings up 3rd and 10 for the Phantoms. They've got the signal. They've got the play from the coaching staff on the sideline. There you see Reddick looking to the right. Takes the snap out of the gun. Throws. Oh, wide open at the 30. Goes his receiver. And there he is, wide open, number 4. He will take that reception nicely. That's Torrey McTire. And it's enough for the first down at the 24-yard line. Phantoms on the march here, looking to expand their lead. It's only 1 point right now. They'd like to go into halftime, of course, with another touchdown in the books. Here comes Reddick, takes, fake to the right. He's going to go left and still throws it. Oh, it's going to be incomplete. And he was in the grasp of the defender, but still had enough strength left in his arm and his legs to get that pass off. And it goes incomplete. 2:25 left now. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Cathedral's points coming as a result of a 40-yard punt return by Damari Scott. That happened early in the quarter, but it's good enough for the lead here. Triple receivers out here to the right. Reddick looking to the right. He's not flushed out of the pocket. He's got a man wide open. Oh my goodness. And there's a touchdown. Cameron Akins, touchdown signal, but a flag thrown at the end of the play. It could be roughing the passer. But coming with 2:20 left, line of scrimmage is called the 24-yard line. It's going to be good for a 24-yard score. From Reddick to Akins. And we've got 14 points up on the board now, looking for 1 or 2 more points here from the Phantoms on the point after. MC Poe in at quarterback here for the point after. He was successful on a 2-point conversion on the first touchdown. Now he's coming into hole for the place kicker, number 17, that's Chris Salazar. Here comes the snap. Poe has it down. The kick is blocked. Oh my goodness, blocked, cleanly blocked. Carter, number 18. Give him credit. He's playing all around here tonight. Elijah Carter gets credit for that block on the point after. And we will be back with the kickoff here by Cathedral in just a moment. This is East LA Sports Scene's coverage of the high school game of the week.
Karma that goes around, and that's what we've been studying. Hinduism and Buddhism.
And here we go now. The penalty, as we called it, roughing the passer on that touchdown pass against St. Paul, and now taking advantage of the penalty, Cathedral will kick off from the 45-yard line of St. Paul, and it's going to go into the end zone automatically, touchback, and it's going to come out to the 20-yard line. Penalty marker thrown here. Let's see what happens here, how they analyze this. And who will the penalty go against? We're going to check a white hat. Flag came flying after the ball had been ruled a touchback. Here comes the referee in the white hat. Oh, personal foul against St. Paul. Not good for the swordsman, but the Phantoms will certainly take that and appreciate it. That's going to put St. Paul deep in their own territory, half the distance of the goal. Line of scrimmage will be the 10-yard line. So the Phantom defense stiffening up here. Coming alive just when Coach Pearson needed him to do so. And again, the defenders, Lopez, number 44, Damari Scott, number 1, Torrey McTire, number 4. Here comes St. Paul. Handoff. Carter, he's dangerous. Went left and slipped the tackle, went right, got it up to the 22-yard line. That's going to be enough for a first down.
Devin Lopez, along with number 12, Jerry Martin.
Martin's in there along with Williams and Destet for the linebacking core. Cornerback is McTire. Now the interior linemen, Hassan Ellison, Cedric Franklin, Alex Olguin, number 57. Number 36, Simi Moala. Bunch formation here on offense. Look out. That's going to attract some whistles there. Something look out of kilter. Referee in a white hat from his backfield position throws the flag. Here comes the signal. False start on the offense. So St. Paul having some problems here, trying to get their momentum back. Okay, referee rules that the clock should begin to run. 42 seconds left in the half. Cathedral 14, St. Paul 7, a big Mission League contest. Big game tonight. Offset I formation, flankers on the left and right. And again, it goes to Carter. Elijah's first name. He'll get maybe a yard. A couple of yards, going to be well short of a first down. 1:15 left in the half. At quarterback for the Swordsman, Paul Tejas has come back in, number 13. And here comes a referee signaling another timeout for St. Paul. We'll be back with more of East LA Sports News coverage of the high school game of the week. Okay, winding up things here in the first half. It's St. Paul in possession on their own, let's call it the 18-yard line. Handoff. Student body left to go. Oh, Carter. Oh, hello. 14 doing the damage there for Cathedral. And he said hello to the ball carrier, Elijah Carter. Hassan Allison coming in from his linebacking spot, or defensive end spot, and took care of matters. And that will force another timeout on the field. We'll be back with just 47.9 seconds left in the half. East LA Sports News coverage of Cathedral versus St. Paul. 3rd and 19 for St. Paul. Spotted at the 14-yard line. 3rd and 20. Plenty of wide receivers. Ball handed off again to Carter. Oh, nice arm tackle there. Number 4, give him credit for the tackle. Torrey McTire. Classic arm tackle there. As the runner was going by him, he stuck his arm out and said, "Ho, wait a minute, Mr. Carter. That's enough." And he stopped him. He's going to be well short of a first down, but Carter gaining yardage went 4 to 5 yards a carry. He's an outstanding runner. But he's been all that's how can we say that he's been really the load for St. Paul. He's been most of their offense. Melendez back at punt formation at his 11-yard line. So the Phantoms have at least another opportunity here to score. They'll have the ball with some time on the clock. There's Melendez's punt. Sails downfield. Scott, and he has it at the 40. And no penalty there. Cathedral fans are saying that looked like it was led with a helmet. As Scott was in possession of that punt, you saw the St. Paul defender come in leading with the helmet, but no flag was thrown. 36 seconds left in the half. Reddick now finding his bearings here. On that last possession, we saw him throw a beautiful post pattern there to Akins for that touchdown. It was 24 yards in length. Let's see if he airs this one out downfield. Certainly has the speedy receivers enough to get behind their defenders. Triple receivers out to his left. Okay, the team has the play. Reddick is going to air it over onto the right side of the field for Scott. Oh, down at about the 22-yard line. He was open. But again, providing coverage, number 11, Andrew Garcia, 3-year starter here for St. Paul. Also an East LA Bobcat. And we'll give credit here to number 24 and the defensive end for St. Paul. That was Dominic Sotelo. When he's in there, he's also a Bobcat alumni. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. 30 seconds left in the half. Second and 10 for the Phantoms. Oh, there's just some movement, some lazy movement there in the front line here by St. Paul. But it looks like that they were drawn off sides. And with that, they're going to take another timeout here on the field of play. The score, 14-7. Matter of fact, no timeout. They're going to let that run out the clock. So there it is. The end of the first half will read Cathedral 14 and St. Paul, the guests, 7. We'll be back with the start of the second half in the third quarter after the halftime festivities here at Cathedral High School. And welcome back now to our coverage of the high school game of the week. In white, St. Paul, the swordsman from Santa Fe Springs, California, kicking off to the Cathedral Phantoms from downtown Metro Los Angeles on a beautiful fall evening. Here comes Melendez, the special teams kicker for St. Paul. And here he goes. It's a line drive. It's going to go into the end zone, automatic touchback. First and 10. The Cathedral Phantoms, they lead in the game now, 14-7. Just underway here, started the third quarter. Mission League game, it means a lot. Cathedral at 1-1 in the conference. St. Paul 0-2. Okay. And this is it. Here comes Cathedral now for their first possession of the second half. Hayden Reddick at quarterback. Handoff. Bumped, tackled, brought down as his running back. Okay, the last carry by number 3 for the Phantoms. Martavius Holiday. There you see the players pausing before they get down into the formations. They look to the right for the play call. Reddick has it over here to Scott. Gets around. No, he doesn't. He's wrapped up right there at the 20-yard line. 11, Andrew Garcia is on the tackle there. He's a former Bobcat, as we mentioned. And that is, of course, when we refer to the Bobcats, that's the Pop Warner program out of East Los Angeles. 3rd and 10 for the Phantoms. There's the pause. There's a look over to the right side. They got the read now. Receivers on both sides of the field on the far end. And it's going to be aired out. Oh, look out. Yeah, pass interference. Oh, my goodness. Question is, was it catchable or not? But there was such a violent collision there between the receiver and the defender.
Yeah.
Pass was intended for number 5. And that was Ladarius Wiley. And they're going to call it a personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct, with the receiver completely defenseless. He was racked up there by the defender. Safety came up to provide the coverage, and he racked up the receiver. 1st and 10, break here for the Phantoms. They'll politely take it. And here comes the blitz on the left side, but the ball goes off to the left side.
Holiday.
The blitz came on the left side from St. Paul, but the running play went to the left side of the Phantoms line. And it's going to be a pickup of maybe 1.5 yards by the Phantoms. Second, and let's call it 8.5. We're going to set the offensive players here for you for Cathedral. Okay, here comes the play now. Reddick has it, flushed out of the pocket, goes straight up, still on his feet, down to about the 48-yard line. Forward progress is credited there. 44 in on the stop for St. Paul. Joshua Romero from his linebacking spot. Let's call it 3rd and long 2 here for the Phantoms. Okay, tighter formation here on us. On the line here, Reddick looking for Scott. He's got it. Damari has it and falls into St. Paul territory down to the 49-yard line. Clock stopped at 9:17 and it restarts there because of the first down. We'll give you some of the Cathedral linemen there. Number 74, Franklin Lituua. 72, Aaron Beal. Riddick. Oh, it throws a rifle bullet pass right there to number 3 for the completion. And he's brought down at about the 42-yard line. And let's get the receiver there for you. Montavious Holiday on the reception. Second and let's call it 4. Here's a whistle on the field. It looks like it's going to signal a stoppage of play here. And the timeout will be called on the field. Let's see who they assess that to. It looks like it may go to St. Paul. Okay, it's not a timeout. We were watching the crew there, waiting for a signal. No timeout indicated, so we're going to play on. 8:29 left in the third quarter.
Broadcast live on the web at www.
There goes the referee signaling the start of the clock.
TV.
Phantoms have the play here. Number 1, Demarius Scott. Flank way out to the right side. Reddick dropping back, a 3-step drop again over the middle. Oh, right there in the numbers. And that is Cameron Akins. And he's been the best receiver here tonight for Reddick. He hooked up with him on the touchdown in the second quarter and comes right back on another post pattern. Timing was right down to the second. As he turned, the ball was coming towards him and it was right on time and on the money. Oh, it's going to be false start. Offsides on Cathedral. Wide receiver in the slot there took off too quick. And that will go against number 2. Cameron Akins, just a little too eager to get off of the line of scrimmage. First and 15, 5 yards assessed against the Phantoms. Riddick out of the shotgun. Has his receiver right there. Scott, he's inside with both feet, obviously. Clean catch. Oh, now, look out, number 56 for St. Paul. Tempers are flaring right there on the field of play, right at the 25-yard line. And we don't, oh, there's the flag right at the 24, so looks like there may be a roughing the passer and or personal foul going to be assessed against St. Paul. After the completion, there was some things being said, possibly among the players. And the flag is thrown. Let's see what the referee in the white hat's going to do. He's heading towards St. Paul's sideline. There may be an ejection. He's walking over. He's going to talk to Coach Morales. Okay, he's going to come back towards us, so we're going to keep our camera on him. Signal. He's coming over to Coach. He's going to talk to the Cathedral coaches here. Okay, we still haven't seen a signal for the infraction. Looks like they're taking care of all of the paperwork. Here it comes. Personal foul against St. Paul. It's going to be half the distance to the goal. Ball's going to be spotted at about, let's call it the 7-yard line. First and goal to go for the Phantoms. Okay, let's see if they're going to take advantage of the opportunity given to them here. Clock is stopped at 7:42, so about 5 minutes have passed since the last play was completed. All right, here we are now, ready to start back to the live action. Riddick looking over to the sideline for the instructions. And Jamari Dissett, number 24, is in the backfield there to provide some blocking for his quarterback. Scott out here to the right, trips out on the left. Riddick looks left. There he is. He has it wide open. And let's see who was the receiver on that. Number 5, give him credit for the catch, but there's a flag thrown by the back judge immediately. Completion went to Ladarius Wiley. And let's see. Oh, my goodness. It's going to be assessed against Cathedral. Offensive pass interference should result in the loss of a down. Or will they repeat the down? Okay, the ball's going to be placed all the way out to the 23-yard line. Major penalty. The original line of scrimmage was a 7-yard line, so it would have been first and goal to go. Now it is second and goal to go. Riddick throws a bubble screen. Oh, it's batted down there nicely. Number 60, give him credit for St. Paul. He batted it down. Nick Ortiz. And Riddick was just very happy to bounce back there into the pocket and throw off a screen, but the lineman was there to read his eyesight and batted it down. 6:51 left in the third quarter. Cathedral with a lot of momentum here, trying to energize themselves and get another score. Riddick comes back to his receiver, Scott, no good. Garcia providing good coverage there. Pass incomplete. Clock stops with 6:46, 14-7 ball game in favor of Cathedral. Homecoming night here for the Phantoms. No huddle offense for the Phantoms. They're getting the instructions here from the sideline. Okay, the play is in. Formation is set. Riddick dropping back. Again, Aiken. Oh, my goodness. Oh, he wants that one back so badly. He was open and beat the defender. And went off of his fingertips, and that was the fourth down play. And now taking over on downs here comes St. Paul. That could be a big momentum changer for them. First and 10. Akins certainly would like to run that route again, and he still has plenty of time to do that. But back to business. First and 10 for St. Paul.
On their own 22-yard line.
Garcia in motion. Here's Carter again. Elijah Carter, been the Mr. Reliable for St. Paul all evening long. At quarterback, Paul Tay as the starter. Descent in on that stop for Cathedral. Clock running with 6 minutes and 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Tejas with twin running backs in the set. Handoff goes to Carter again. Oh, nice tackle there. Unassisted tackle. Number 45 for the Phantom steps up big time on that play, brings down the runner. It's going to bring up, let's call it 3rd and 5 for the Swordsman. There's a snap. Oh, it's inside. So shot Wildcat. The snap went to Carter. Good footwork there, left and right. He's going to get a first down with a good call there by Coach Morales. Caught Cathedral kind of dozing off there, but it was a good play call because it went to the running back and it went to Elijah Carter instead of coming to the quarterback. So pretty much a Wildcat play there. Coach Casey Morales inserting that play there, getting his offense with a jump start. Carter again with the carry. He's going to be swarmed right there. Tackle. Number 14, Hassan Allison in on that stop.
Hassan Allison also in that tackle for the Phantom.
Okay, number 7, we're going to identify some of the Cathedral players for you. Number 72, Aaron Beal.
For the Swordsman from their own.
One of the front four there. Number 45. Here's the snap for St. Paul. Tejas dropping back. Has Carter in the open field. There's a flag. That may be called back. Might have been a holding call, but Carter stopped there at about the 37-yard line. Give credit to Akins in on that stop for Cathedral. Penalty thrown by the referee with the white hat at the start of that play. Holding, there it is. Goes against St. Paul. Major penalty. It's going to nullify a big gain there by Elijah Carter. Ball's going to be marked at the 33-yard line for St. Paul. Just going to bring up 2nd and 20 for St. Paul here. Tejas, Garcia, and Carter in the backfield. Fake handoff, throws it out into the flat, intended for Garcia, overthrown, incomplete. It's going to bring a 4th down.
Providing coverage for the Phantom.
And Smith in there for Cathedral with good coverage there on that pass play. Clock stops. 3:48, 4th down, or 3rd down. They're going to bring a 3rd and 20. Here comes the Swordsman up to the line of scrimmage. I formation. Tejas fake handoff, rolls to the right, comes back to the left. He's got Carter, couple of blockers ahead. Oh, one tackle missed, and then driven out of bounds right there at about the 48-yard line. Number 72 is in there, along with number 4 for the Phantoms, Torrey McTire. Good play there by the Swordsman, but it's not going to be enough for the first down. Fourth down, here comes Melendez, number 17, in for St. Paul. First name is Kevin. Only one receiver back for Cathedral. Is going to be a fast rush here coming up on Melendez. He gets it off. Scott, wait, oh, fair catch. And a flag, of course, interfering with the punt receiver. That's going to be a flag thrown immediately. And you cannot do that. You cannot touch the receiver on that punt. It's going to give Cathedral some good field yardage as they start this next possession. Still in the third quarter, 3:31 left, and let's see where they're going to establish the line of scrimmage for the Phantoms. And the referees there now huddling up themselves. And let's check the white hat, see what he says. He's giving indications to both teams, one to St. Paul and one to Cathedral. So does this look like we're going to repeat the play again or what? Okay, they're going to go from the line of scrimmage, the previous line of scrimmage, which was the 42. It's going to go all the way back here to the 31. And they're going to repeat the down. So a big break here for the Phantoms again. We weren't sure exactly of the correct signal the referee was giving, but nonetheless, he says it starts at the 31, fourth down, and about 30. Melendez will get it off, and Scott lets it go past him. He was signaling for a fair catch anyway, but he let it drop. And the ball is down there right at the 30, just about at the 30-yard line where the Phantoms will take over now. First and 10. And the third quarter has 3 minutes and 10 seconds left. Okay, Hayden Reddy takes the snap, looks to his right. Oh, he's got a receiver. Oh, the ball came out. Garcia picked it up. Oh, my goodness, big break here. Akins, the receiver, he had it. Took 3 strides and then lost the ball, and Andrew Garcia right there to bounce on it. Picked it up and moved it forward for more yardage. So this could be a momentum changer here for St. Paul. The defense comes back on the field for Cathedral. And just like that, St. Paul could be back with good field position and threatening to be in the red zone within a play or two. It's going to be first and 10. Ball spotted at the 29-yard line of Cathedral. Villanueva in, number 15 at quarterback. Handoff, Carter, look out, doing all the road work here for the Swordsman. Follows his blockers nicely. And he's going to get a very positive yardage gain on that play, all the way down to about the 20-yard line. Gain of 9. Second and 1 to go for St. Paul. Just 1 yard away from the red zone. Villanueva along with Costello and Carter are in the backfield. Villanueva taking the snap under center. Has it, Carter over the right side. Big hole. My goodness. Oh. And he will penetrate all the way down to about the 16-yard line. Akins in on the stop for the Phantoms. But this may be what the Swordsmen needed to revive their momentum. They've been very stale since their first and only score. And that score came way back. Let's call it back in the first quarter at 5:31. They have not been in the end zone since then. And here's a handoff. Carter again. Oh, nice stop. Okay, number 72, number 78, give credit in there for the defensive lineman. Aaron Beal, Franklin Lituawa. They're doing the work there for the Phantoms on defense. Loss of about 3, 2nd and 13. Here comes Garcia with the carry. He may get back up to the line of scrimmage. Again, Andrew Garcia, a former East LA Bobcat in his Pop Warner playing days. And now with a couple of other players at St. Paul, Albert Llamas and Dominic Sotelo, they give good representation to the East LA Bobcats. Okay, whistle on the field, and it signals a timeout. We'll step away also and come back with 1:02 left in the third quarter. This is East LA Sports Scene's high school game of the week, Cathedral versus St. Paul. Back to the action. A very, very important drive here for St. Paul, as it is for the Phantoms. St. Paul on offense, Cathedral on defense, looking for a stop. Oh, look out. It's the end around here. It's going to be good for some positive yardage. Oh, it was the option from the quarterback to the halfback. And number 27 was the carrier, Zach Ramsey. And he's going to get it down near to the first down marker, but he stepped out of bounds at about, let's see, from our vantage point here at about the 10-yard line, it looks like. And with just 46 seconds left in the quarter, St. Paul is sending in the special teams. Kevin Melendez, number 17, lines up for a field goal. It's going to be up, and it's good. And let's give him credit for a 25-yard field goal. And now we'll put 3 more points up on the board for St. Paul Swordsmen. We'll be back with a kickoff in just a moment. This is East LA Sports Scene. Okay, set for the kickoff. Here comes Melendez. Watch out for the onside kick. Oh, he's going to boot it deep. And Scott takes it. Oh, he just crossed the plane there. It's going to be an automatic touchback. In high school, that ball comes out automatically to the 20-yard line. And once it crosses the plane of the goal line, and again, for player safety purposes, very good rule in high school. Okay, the offensive unit comes on for the Phantoms. They need to get back to work here. The lead has been cut to 4 points with that last opportunity, scoring opportunity, that St. Paul was handed due to the turnover after Akins caught the pass and then fumbled. So the momentum is turned to St. Paul. Let's see if the Phantoms can get back into the groove. Here comes Reddick, rolling out to his right. Akins has it this time up to the 30s, called a 7-yard line. 17-yard gain on that passing play. Reddick, again, out of the empty backfield. No blockers left. They're all up on the line of scrimmage, going out as receivers. Snap. Reddick has a quick look in. Scott tries to turn it upfield for, good positive yardage. He didn't go out of bounds. Clock continues to move. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. More yardage on that passing play. 2nd and let's call it 2. There's going to be a timeout though. Or the whistle stops play on the field. Let's see what the white hat does here. He's signaling. He has a message from his side judge. Let's see what they do. Here comes the whistle to wind things up. Here comes the clock with 12 seconds, 11, 10. Riddick. Again, Scott, quick looking. Still on his feet and gaining more yardage. No quit in that young player. And once he has it, he is a threat until that whistle blows. Even though it looked like there was no space for him to even move and maneuver, he did and got more positive yardage. Further enough for the first down. 3.1 seconds left. And that was the last play of the quarter. We're going to switch sides of the field, and we're going to take a quick look here, a very good look, at the Cathedral Phantoms as they will be moving from our right to left. We'll be back with the start of the fourth and final quarter. We have ourselves a good ball game going on here, a very close ball game. Cathedral 14, St. Paul 10. We'll be back. This is East LA Sports Scene, bringing you the high school game of the week. Back to the action, start of the fourth and final quarter. Riddick has it. His first name is Hayden. He's going to air it out. Oh, way too much in the flag. Oh, flag at the end of that play by the back judge. 2 flags. And the back judge really getting a good workout tonight. He's been running on every play, bringing the message to the referee in the white hat. He's conveyed that, and they'll see what he says. Pass interference. Oh, against St. Paul. Huge play. Huge play is going to go against the swordsman. And the advantage goes to Cathedral here. Coach Pearson will gladly take that yardage. And that was assessed from the line of scrimmage, not from the spot of the foul. So here comes Cathedral. 1st and 10 automatically. Ball spotted at about the 36-yard line. 1st and 10. Riddick out of the empty backfield. He's got triples. 4 receivers out on the left side. Oh, false start. The referee's going to come in and say a bad alignment there by Cathedral. Players were not set. That was very obvious. 5-yard penalty back to the 36-yard line. Just underway here, 11 minutes and 52 seconds left in the game. This is homecoming night and senior recognition night for Cathedral. A beautiful evening here in the City of Angels. Los Angeles, California. Here we go. Riddick looking left as a receiver, open at the 27-yard line. McTire on the receiving end. It's a completion. Gets him close to the first down marker. Ball spotted at the 29-yard line. There you see the offensive players. They look to the sideline for that special special read given by the coaches. 2nd and 3. Quarterback Riddick has it. Looking to the right, he's got a man open, overthrows him. Pass was intended for number 5 for Cathedral. It's going to be an incomplete pass. The clock is stopped. 11:05 left in the game. Intended receiver, number 5, that was Ladarius Wiley. Big play here for the Phantoms to keep possession. 3rd and 3. Riddick dropping back. Oh, it's up in the air. Tipped. And St. Paul had a shot at it. Just a little too far for the outstretched hands of the linebacker on that play. Couldn't get it. That's going to bring up 4th and 3. Big play here now. Scott comes in. Scott's been flanked out way to the right. And Damari Scott, number 1. Riddick. Oh, he finds the connection there. And it's going to be close enough for the first down. Oh, threading the needle. You saw that nicely from our vantage point here. And Riddick just brought it right in there to the numbers for Cameron Aiken. And he has enough for the first down. So the drive is alive here for the Phantoms. Looking to put another touchdown up on the board and get some more distance between the opponent here. St. Paul hanging tough. The Swordsmen trying to do their best to get the ball back. Here's Riddick, empty backfield. Throws left, incomplete. That pass again intended for Cameron Aiken. And the Cathedral Brain Trust comes up with another play here. They're going to send it back out to the players. Clock stopped on the field with 10:42. Cathedral on top by 4, 14-10. 2nd and 10. Riddick, inside handoff. On his feet, still going. All the way down to the goal line. He's going to be stopped short. And the running back, number 3, give him credit for that. Martavius Holiday, he was the runner on that carry. And he had an inside handoff from Riddick and then was off to the races. Another one, same play, comes on the other side, touchdown. And again, Holiday, back-to-back carries, and he punches it in for the touchdown. And that's going to move it up 20-10. Some breathing room here for the Phantoms at 10:29. Touchdown, Phantoms. Give it a 2-yard run by Holiday. Here comes the formation here for the point after. Salazar in for the place kick. Snap, the hold. The last one was blocked. This one is good. Chris Salazar delivers on the point after. And that moves the score up to 21-10. Nice breathing room here for the Phantoms. They've got now an 11-point lead. So Coach Pearson's got to be happy with the effort. We'll be back with a kickoff in just a moment. This is East LA Sports Scene High School Game of the Week. Okay, we're back. We resume action after the kickoff. And it went into the end zone. It's going to be brought out to the 20-yard line where St. Paul will take over. 1st and 10. Every possession now for the Swordsmen critical. They trail 21-10. That's 2 scores. Passing play. Clay dropped right there at the 18-yard line. Let's see who the quarterback is in for St. Paul. The Swordsmen have gone with Paul Tejas to Villanueva, and we could be seeing a 3rd quarterback here. First, let's call it, where are we now? 2nd and 10. Looks like Villanueva, number 15 on his jersey. He's going to bootleg out to the left. He's dropped. He's sacked. Sacked right there. Big Aaron Beal said, no, that's not happening here. And he gets credit for the sack on the quarterback there. Big play for the defense. 9:25 left in the contest. Cathedral feeling a little bit of breathing room here now because of that last touchdown. 21-10 to score. Let's call it 3rd and 20 here for the Swordsmen, deep in their own territory. Huge play, huge. The ball's on the floor. Look out. Look out. 14 and 45, Hassan Ellison, along with number 45, his partner, Jonathan. Okay, big play there. Defense stepping up big time for the Phantoms, putting the chokehold, the stranglehold on the swordsman. Melendez deep in his own end zone. And a penalty now. Penalty, and it's going to be assessed, or is it timeout? Okay, timeout on the field. And with the score 21-10, this is East LA Sports Scene's coverage of the high school game of the week, Cathedral versus St. Paul in a Mission League contest. Fourth down, here we go. Melendez has the snap, the kick. Scott's eyeing it. Let's see what he does. He's going to it bounces right back into a St. Paul defender. And that downs it automatically at about, let's call it the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Phantoms. Phantoms are looking good, feeling good. Should move their way into the win column with this, or add this onto their record. Moving it up to 7-1 overall, and I believe 3-0 in conference play. 8 minutes and 19 seconds left in the game. The look to the sideline for the read. They have it. They're going to go now into formation. And Riddick, inside handoff again, coming back with the same counter play, and it's working big time for the Phantoms. Staying on the ground here is what Coach Pearson's decided. Holiday, the running back, he gets the call and the carry and the yardage. It's going to be the ground and pound, the ground game here that should see Cathedral on to a victory. Okay, the Phantoms are set now. They have the play. Riddick in the backfield with Holiday again. The 4th consecutive carry. He's at the 10, 15, 10, and down at almost at the 10, and maybe at the 11-yard line. Yamas in on a stop for St. Paul. Andrew Yamas. But not after a 15-yard pickup there by Holiday. Montavious, his first name. Ball spotted at about, let's call it the 12-yard line. Cathedral 1st and 10, looking to score a few more points here. Riddick again. Dissett there, the ball carrier, but it's the same inside trap handoff that's been working well for Cathedral. And everybody that's a Cathedral fan here tonight or supporter of this program is feeling very good. It's homecoming night, so there will be joy on the campus of Cathedral High School with a victory celebration forthcoming. But there's still time left in the game. 6:59, and this has been a pretty much dominated game by the Phantoms. There's an injury timeout when we'll step away here for a moment and come back with the final part of the game here in the 4th quarter. 6:59 left. This is East LA Sports Scene. Okay, back to the action. Here we go now. Spread formation. Riddick has it. Inside handoff again. Spinning in the grasp of a tackler. And it's Holiday. He's been the workhorse here for the Phantoms in the 4th quarter. Been given a lot of carries here, a lot of opportunities, and he's produced big time for the Phantoms. Scoring on their last possession, it was Montavious Holiday, number 3 on his jersey. Phantoms have the signal from the sideline. Clock is moving with just 6 minutes left even in the game. Here comes another penalty. Well, excuse me. Every time we hear the whistle and the side judge comes running in, we think it's a penalty flag, but it's really a timeout. With that, we will step aside and come back with more of East LA Sports Scene. Back to the action we come. Reddick ready to take the snap out of the gun. There it is. Rolls left, looking left in the end zone. Touchdown! Oh boy.
Touchdown, Phantom,
Corey McTire. Touchdown. And it comes at a very, very good time in the game because it's winding down. We're winding down within the 5-minute mark here from 2 yards out. Passing touchdown there. And that's going to move the score up to 27-10. And are they going for a 2-point conversion? Yes, they are. Holiday in at the running back. Reddick takes the snap, looking right. Oh, it's going to throw him behind, but brought in. Oh, my goodness. A one-handed catch, looking backwards. Oh, very good. Darius Wiley. Oh, circus catch there. Outstanding. 2-point conversion with 5:53 left. 29-10 now is the score. We'll be back with the kickoff in just a moment. This is East LA Sports Scene. Here's the kickoff. And number 35 is in now to kick off for the Phantoms. And let's give his name, 35, getting some kicking attempts out here. And the number that corresponds to the name is 35, Simi Moala. Okay, he's getting some work in for the kickoff teams. Okay, but the ball went out of bounds, so it looks like there may have been a flag thrown on that play. They're going to spot the ball at the 35-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for St. Paul. Cathedral now very comfortably up on top here by 19 points, 29-10. Villanueva at quarterback. Dropping back, looking, oh, batted down. Nicely. Number 45, Jonathan. We just don't have his last name, but it's Jonathan's his first name. Give him credit for that big play there on defense. Second down and 10. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. 5:48 left to go. Villanueva out of the gun. Got receivers on both sides of the field. He looks to the right. Oh, he's going to be dropped. Referees signal that forward progress was stopped there. No fumble. But the clock continues to run here. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the contest. Third, and we'll call it 14.
Aaron Beal, of course.
Okay, St. Paul comes out now to the line of scrimmage. We have not called Elijah Carter's name out too much here in the second half. And then Aaron Beal, the big man in the middle, playing an outstanding game on defense. He's pumped up. He's excited. He's happy. The Phantoms should come away with a win here. It's going to bring a 4th and 20. Clock continues to move with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. Kevin Melendez back in punt formation. And back to receive. Number 1, Damari Scott. There's the snap, the kick. It's going to head towards the far sideline. Scott's going to just let this go. Ball's going to be down at about the 30, it's called 32-yard line, where the Phantoms have another opportunity And there's going to be some changes here in the personnel for Coach Pearson. Looks like coming in the quarterback will be number 7, MC Poe. So there's going to be some new faces on the field to play for the Phantoms. Okay, and the clock is running here for the Phantoms. They need to hurry up and get the ball snapped. 1st and 10 for the Phantoms. MC Poe in at quarterback. Let's take a look at what this young athlete can do. Inside handoff, and it goes to his running back.
Number 3.
Holiday is the man with the ball.
Who's stopped by number 10.
Some substitutes coming into the game. Number 21, Antonio Washington. He's into the ball game. 36-yard line of scrimmage. Complete in the flat, but struggling to stay on his feet is number 1, Damari Scott. And he gets it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and let's call it 7. Clock moving with 3:22 left in the game. Offensive unit reading the call from the sideline. You see that more and more now. Some of the Big 12 teams, Oklahoma, some of those other teams have been doing that for quite some time. And now with that, they're going to call a timeout, and we'll be back with the final 3 minutes and 6 seconds of the game. You're watching East LA Sports Scene's High School Game of the Week. Starts, we go back to the action. Poe back to pass, looking for a screen. Oh, that was an easy read from up here. We could tell what he wanted to do. It's going to fall incomplete. It was intended for his running back out of the backfield, Montavious Holiday. And that brings up the 4th down, 4th and 7 for the Phantoms. They're going to elect to punt it. Special teams getting some work in here for Coach Pearson and the Cathedral Phantoms. Salazar in punt formation. First name is Chris. He's receiving the snap. The long snapper gets it to him. There's the punt. Very nicely done as he hits at the 30. Bounces, picked up here. Oh, he's going to be dropped at about the 20. Andrew Garcia return the punt for a few good yards. And now the Swordsmen will take over here at their own 20-yard line. 2:50 left in the contest, and it seems to be pretty much academic that the Phantoms will come away with a hard-earned victory. So it's just going to be a matter of time management and running the clock out. Let's see what the Swordsmen can do here. Oh, Tejas. Oh, look out. Big run there. Carter. Looked like a wildcat play there. Ball was snapped instead of to the quarterback, it went to his running back, and that was Elijah Carter. That was the second time we've seen that play. And the result of the call, huge pickup. Gain of 26 yards on the carry. Line of scrimmage was the 20. 1st and 10 for the Swordsmen. Ball spotted at, again, the 46-yard line. Pass out here in the flat. Oh, Carter trying to sidestep after he received the pass. Was successful. Completion by the quarterback, Paul Tejas. Clock moving with just about 2 minutes left in the game. Tejas looking to his left, airs it out down the sideline. Incomplete, and it's out of bounds. Clock will stop with 1:58 left. So a big celebration coming for the Phantoms tonight on their homecoming evening. And this should keep their undefeated record intact here for the conference play. The Mission League, again, very, very strong. Teams like Sarah, Chaminade, St. Francis, St. Paul, Cathedral, of course, all playing for the conference title. Well, at least at the start of the season. But now we're halfway through and things are starting to air out. But Tejas, the ball carrier, he'll run out of bounds. He'll run out of bounds at the 44-yard line, but then a flag is thrown at the end of that play. Let's see what the referee calls. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Phantoms right there on their bench, or in front of their bench. And that'll be a major penalty. Ball's going to be spotted at the Cathedral 29-yard line.
Moves the ball all the way across the 30-yard line, first and 10, Swordsman from the Phantom, 29-yard line.
1:51 left in the game. Oh, here it is, a Wildcat again to Carter. Down to the 25-yard line. Positive yardage there. St. Paul uses no huddle here to try and get things going because time is so precious and there's not much left of it. 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the game. A lot of substitutes have been put in for Cathedral. And Tejas airs it out into the end zone. Complete is good to DJ Clay. And with 1:20 left, the Swordsman could connect on a scoring play. DJ Clay, Darryl Clay in for the score. And it makes it a little bit more respectable for the Swordsman. And now let's see what the point after attempt will look like. Melendez. Oh, high snap and Villanueva, 15 is the quarterback, gets it back to the tight end. It's going to be short. No good. And now, there it is right there. That score reads 29-16 in favor of the Phantoms. It's all academic with 1:20 left in the game. We'll be back with a kickoff. This is East LA Sports Scene. Okay, there is onside kick as suspected, and there is a flag thrown at the end of that play. And looks like Cathedral has recovered, but let's see what the penalty reads out at. We'll check the white hat. And let's see what the ruling will be. The referee is huddling up again in conference. We're going to find out what the decision is. Two flags came out almost simultaneous, and the referee's heading towards the St. Paul side. And there is a signal that it was an inadvertent penalty flag, but there were two. So two referees saw two different things, possibly. We don't know. We're going to try and sort things out from this referee crew. Okay, Cathedral has been given the possession. They recovered whatever may have happened in that dog pile. Recovered the ball. They came out last with it, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Phantoms. Coach Pearson now able to get some of his second line players in there that need to work. Some of the substitutes who work hard in practice every day and are always craving for that opportunity to get in there and play and show their skills, and this is the opportunity and the time for that. 1:06 left in the game. MC Poe at quarterback. Martavius Holiday, his running back. Inside handoff to Holiday again. And he'll get positive yardage down to the St. Paul 40-yard line. Clock continues to run. We're inside of a minute now. Possibly one more play, and then it's time for the victory formation. Oh, here comes the victory formation now. They're going to ask MC Poe to take the knee here on the count with 30 seconds left in the game. This should be the last official play of the game. In victory formation, the Phantoms, there's the knee. And that should do it to give the ball to the referee. And there will not be enough time for another formation or another play. That will do it. And now we'll see both teams line up here for the customary sportsmanship handshake to close out the game. And it's going to be a very, very happy night here on the campus of Cathedral High School, as it is homecoming for all of the fans in attendance and the students. So there we go. And there you see the end of the game with no time left on the clock. Cathedral heads towards the middle of the field with their coaches and players to congratulate the opponents on a well-played game. And keeping in the spirit of high school athletics. Good student athletes playing their hearts out for their schools. We'll be back with the post-game interviews on East LA Sports Scene in just a moment. And this will conclude this edition of the high school game of the week with Cathedral the victor 29-10 over the St. Paul Swordsmen. We'll be back in a moment. And with us now, joining us for the post-game festivities here, at least for our interviews, the first time of meeting Hayden Reddick, and you have had a wonderful big game tonight, a huge matchup. A little shaky at first. You talked to the coaches, made the adjustments, and the game plan for tonight, Hayden, it went well from there. But talk about the game in its entirety.
You know, it first started off with us really not knowing what they were going to do on defense. They had a new head coach. It was kind of the fact where, hey, I don't know if they're going to run man or two, or they're going to start bailing at corners. So we really wanted to understand what kind of fronts they were going to have, what their linebackers and what their tendencies were. So, I mean, the main thing with me was, you know, we had some blitzes. You know, we didn't have that much time, and we had some drop balls, some picks, which we couldn't really do anything about it because what we were reading or what we were doing on defense. What they were doing on defense was different on offense, and we couldn't really get things clicking. We had penalties the first half, and then once I popped up and pocket threw the ball, got late. They hit me after the play, but it was like I think it was a 25-yard touchdown, but that really set us. That really set us.
That got you going.
And Damari Scott, I mean, what can you say about him taking a punt, return to the house? I mean, he's just an animal, and he had an interception too. I mean, that guy is just something else.
And then towards the end of the game, the ground and pound game with Holiday and Martavius and you were working on that inside trap and off to the races and good yardage every time.
They were really expecting us to pass because we passed the ball, I mean, I don't know, 40 times this game, and we weren't really balanced because we didn't know what they were going to run the front. So once the second half came, we were starting to run it. We're like, oh, these guys they have an odd front. They have 3 down linemen. They have 5 in the box. I mean, with our 6 to their 5 plus a running back, I mean, we could do some big things. Okay. So once we hit the hole, I mean, we're off to the races from there.
Hayden, let's talk about your experiences here as a Cathedral Phantom. You have a very bright future ahead of yourself. We'll talk about that next, but right now, in the middle of the season, Mission Conference, you're undefeated. That says, well, you lost to Sarah, but you are still, as they say, in the hunt. The chemistry and the because of playoff consideration, strength of schedule, all those good things. Every game is a must game, and you guys come out prepared.
I mean, you know, with this game, we said, you know, Sarah. I thought that game, the whole week we were flat. I mean, we had a big game against St. Francis the week before. We got them, first time we got them in 5 years. finally got them. We're all hyped up. And then I feel like as a team, we already thought we had it. And then we're not going in. We're going to the Sarah, and our coaches pretty much told us, hey, we have a lot more to play for.
Yes.
We have a lot more to play for. We have Sarah, we have Shamana, we have St. Paul,
big time.
we have Harvard Westlake. And those are all good teams. St. Paul had a very good team tonight, and they had a head coach just come in for a week. So,
Absolutely.
I mean, that's a great job on them. They're really disciplined. So we came out this week saying, hey, last week never happened. We're going to go in and get it done tonight.
Two more things real quick, Hayden. I know you want to get with the team, but your future as you will leave Cathedral, you'll be going on to Division I school. Let's talk a little bit about that.
The big thing with me was I want to go to a place where I could play and, make a contribution to the team, and I feel like I could have done that at LSU. And, they want to have a more balanced passing front, and, I feel like I can do that.
Okay.
And, whatever they needed me to do, and just contribution to the team. My coach helped me out throughout my injury last year to figure out where I really wanted to go, where I should be at, what coach needed me more, and I feel like LSU needs me the most.
LSU Tigers, here you go to SEC Conference, one of the best in the country. We want to wish you the best. Again, congratulations on a big game.
Thank you.
Leading the troops here tonight for a big homecoming win.
Yeah.
And good luck next week to Harvard Westlake. All right, Hayden Reddick, the quarterback for the Cathedral Phantoms, and leads his team on to a victory tonight, and they will be celebrating here on the campus of Cathedral. We're going to bring in a couple of more players and Coach Kevin Pearson in just a moment. This is East LA Sports Scene. Okay, and our pick for the player of the game, the MVP tonight for his school, his Cathedral Phantoms, Damari Scott, number 1 on his jersey, number 1 on your hearts. As viewers and appreciators of great talent, here he is in person, Damari Scott. Welcome to the program. Your thoughts on this big win tonight?
We came together and rallied to the win. We didn't come out good enough, but we got it done. I mean, we did just enough to get the win.
As they say, sometimes the offense doesn't win the games purely and simply by itself. It takes special teams, it takes defense. But tonight it was you on the special teams that brought the fans to their feet and put the first score up on the board. And then with the 2-point conversion, all of a sudden from trailing 7-0, you're ahead 8-7. That had to be a big, big mood changer.
Yeah, because one play he came down and got an interception. So I was mad about that. So I just had to come out and make a play for my team and do anything I can, so I just had to do that.
Okay, let's talk about some of the skills where you are learning your skills, crafting your skills, and then polishing them up and then putting them up on game day. Anything particular about your game preparation?
I work with my receiver coach through practice all the time, and we work on every little thing that receivers really don't work on, like releases and right steps and getting out of breaks fast and everything, hands, never letting the DB know when you're going to break, everything you can think of.
And the coaching staff here under Coach Pearson, it's an all-out effort to give each player on their skill set to develop them to their full potential.
Yes, sir.
And let's talk about some of the things they do that are a little bit different, say from your Pop Warner days or from other possibilities that you've had.
We have practice time is way more than we used to. We have meetings every second. We have meetings on game days. We have meetings before games. It's kind of like college basically. Yeah. So that's why he coaches us up.
And again, it's not just the full time put on offense. You have half your time put on defense because you are a stellar performer on defense as well.
Yes, sir. I just try to make plays for my team and do the best I can to lead us to victory.
Okay, and Damari, what year of school are you in now?
I'm 2013 class.
Okay, so you have one more year to go. And
this is my last
year. I'm sorry. Okay, you're a senior.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you'll be looking to advance your career off into the D1, D2 level somewhere. Any feelers yet from schools?
I have 5 offers from Boston College, Fresno State, San Diego State, Colorado State, and Nevada. I think I like science. I like science. I like hands-on stuff. So I think science would be my favorite subject.
Okay. Yeah. And anything else you might want to say on your performance tonight to our viewers?
No, that's it.
Okay, just keep watching you. Okay, and he still has his warrior look right there because you see that some of the masking on there. But hey, Warriors deserve that, and of course they can do what they want, especially after a win on homecoming night.
Yes, sir. That's what we want to do.
All right, Damari Scott, thank you,
All right, thank you,
and good
sir.
luck to you. All right. And speaking with us now, wide receiver, and he plays on defense as well, but I know he loves to catch that ball. Number 2 on his uniform, his name, Cameron Akins, and you had yourself an outstanding game. I know you had wanted to have a couple of those passes back, but you got the Phantoms offense going on that 29-yard pass from your quarterback. You did the slant, the post, and there you were. Pass was there on the money, and you got it in. Talk about your game tonight, homecoming, how huge this game was, and what's on deck for the rest of the season.
I mean, just last year I was out for the whole season. I had a meniscus tear, had to get surgery, and I was out for the rest of the season. So, I mean, coming back is just an honor. I'm glad that I'm healthy. I've stayed healthy for this whole season. I'm glad to be out here, glad to have the opportunities that I had, and I just knew that I had to make some big plays. Especially I haven't had too many good games so far, but I knew that in the big games I'm going to have to have some good games. So I just decided to focus, bounce back, and do my thing.
This was your big game, and on big games, big players make big plays.
Yes,
and let's talk about that what happened in that huddle. Also from the sidelines, what did the Coach Pearson say then on that play where you were down and you beat your defender and the pass was there?
Well, it's from the beginning. I knew that the safety he couldn't cover me. He was just off the hash and he was just out of position to make plays. So I told the quarterback Hayden, he's outstanding. He's great at making reads and everything. So I told him that the safety's off the hash, and if we get him with the little double move, I'm gonna be wide open in the middle of the field, and then we connected to go up.
And the chemistry between the receiver and his quarterback, the chemistry was fine, and he was able to thread the needles on many pass plays, and you were on the receiving end of those.
Yes, sir. It just all starts with practice.
Okay.
We get the timing down in practice and just go hard. And if we're not going full speed, the timing is off. So in a game situation, our practices for receivers are just like games. We got to go full speed. We have to catch the ball. We have to get blocks, all that stuff. So it all translates to the games. We had a great week of practice and we had a great game.
Mission League is one of the toughest.
Yes, sir.
And your thoughts on having played or playing in the Mission League and the competition week after week?
I love the competition. We get a bunch of looks from colleges out here, and since all these colleges are out here, if we go out here, if we play excellent, then we get a scholarship.
Absolutely.
So if we get the scholarships, that's just paying for our school. We get a career, all that stuff, a degree, and it's just amazing. It's a great opportunity, and just playing against these guys is just an honor. Especially next week. It's a big game. That's our playoff berth. We have to make the playoffs to win that game.
So stay ready, be ready. Also in the classroom.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk a little bit about your academics. What's your favorite class or favorite subject in school?
Oh, right now I'm taking a new class. It's called Media Graphics, and we're making a bunch of a lot of stuff on the computer. Okay. We're making posters, kind of a bunch of graphics.
Okay.
So, for example, I made a magazine cover, just saying pictures of me, and then the headline was just saying he's back. And senior Cameron Akins has a lot to prove this season, and I feel that relates to me exactly since I only played about 3 games last year.
Wow. Okay, and then down the road, you said you're a senior, you will be looking at the next level at some point.
Yeah, right.
Colleges looking at you.
Yeah.
You say the recruiters maybe talking to you.
Right now, I'm committed to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo.
Okay.
I love it up there.
Good.
They've been calling me all the time. I've been calling them. I have a great connections with the coach, and hopefully I get some more looks. But right now, that's the place I want to go.
Okay, he is back. You've heard that right from the source, right from Cameron Akins. Congratulations on the big homecoming victory.
Thank you, sir.
And good luck next week
Yes,
and
sir.
the rest of the conference. Okay, and on senior night and on homecoming night, there is joy and happiness in the victory lane here on Cathedral High School's campus because of a big win tonight over the St. Paul Swordsmen, and a man in the middle, one of the defensive standouts in tonight's game, Aaron Beal. And you got your thoughts on tonight's game and how this has put the Phantoms back in the race, so to speak.
We did well as a unit. We got a lot of work to do at practice. You know, it all starts at practice, and we did slack off a little bit. Then we had to pick it up. We had to pick up the intensity. We had the game. Even coming off from a bad loss a week previous, you know, we just worked as a team, kept our heads in the game, and came out with a victory.
Coaching staff is preparation, classroom, grades. All these things are taught daily to the players, because without those, your chances of success on the field are not good. Talk about your experience here at Cathedral. Just in a nutshell, how has it been for you?
I transferred here mid-sophomore year, my first semester. As soon as I came here, They welcomed me with open arms.
Yes.
It was a new environment, new group of people, new football program that I wasn't introduced to, and I had cold feet at the time, but even at practice, my coaches encouraged me, the players encouraged me, even my teachers. I was surprised that my teachers wanted me to do well so I can get on the football field as soon as possible. And when I got here, I played the first week.
Okay.
The first week, and I did good. I believe it was St. Francis, I believe so, and it was just a good experience. Like I would recommend this school to anyone.
Okay. And in the classroom, you work hard, and some of your favorite subjects, which are?
I would say, I'm gonna say English and history.
Okay. And now, are you a junior or senior?
I'm a senior.
Okay, so senior. Appropriately now, you are going to be moving on after the season into your next phase of life. And, of course, it's every player's dream as a high school player to get that scholarship.
Yes, sir.
And are the recruiters talking with you, or family members, or just getting interest coming your way?
I get a lot of mail here and there, a lot of emails. I just have to talk to my coaching staff about actually getting me out there more and get my highlight tape sent out.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's colleges,
Okay.
once you do well, colleges, coaches be on you later on. So.
And you will go to college and
sir.
further that
Yes,
degree.
sir.
Okay. Mr. Aaron Beal, thank you so much.
No
And
problem, sir.
congratulations on a huge win tonight. Okay, now we're going to close things up here on the home field of the Cathedral Phantoms with our dear friend, Coach Kevin Pearson, the head coach of the Phantoms. We'll be back in a moment. And here we are back at Cathedral High School, the home of the Phantoms and the home of a very, very proud coach, Kevin Pearson, the proud tradition of the inner city of Cathedral High School preparing its student athletes for the future. But tonight, Coach, special night. It's glad to be with you here in your home, and a new home, I want to say, from the last time we were here able to cover some of the games. But, Coach, as they say, in a quick fast forward, as much as we can for time considerations, let's go back to that time when the field was still not what it is today, and as you came back and took over controls again in this program to bring it where it is, let's kind of tell our viewers that story as precisely as possible.
Well, thank you for coming back. You did my very first interview I ever did, and I was a young, dumb guy, and I'm not too much smarter now probably, but to be honest with you, I mean, God's blessed us here and blessed me, and you're right, we were here, and it was a dirt field and no facilities, and lower Division 12, the lowest division there was, and we kept moving up the ladder, and like I said, God's blessed me personally as a coach and the school, I think, and the kids, and I give him all the praise and glory for getting to where we're at now, and now we're competing at a very high level, playing against some teams that are ranked in the state almost week in and week out, and I think this kind of turned the program turned the corner for the program. 2 years ago, our first year in the league, we lost 2 games, one to St. Paul, one to St. Francis in the last drive, in our infancy stages in this division, and then last year was a disastrous year with all the injuries we had with our quarterback and everybody else, and so now we're coming together, and we've got our, we're 2-1 in league, and I think 6 or 7-1, whatever we are now, and 7-1, and we're taking that step forward, I think. So we got to continue to get better and better as a program. We're still kind of taking baby steps, and we're still a toddler, I think, but hopefully in a year or two we'll be playing with the big boys, competing on a regular basis with those guys.
Hey, Coach, let's talk about the players, because we'll go back to Irvin Johnson, Chris Hanks, some of the outstanding players that you were developing then. We know they are now most likely very much matured adults, probably either doctors, police officers, or fire people, department folks, some professional level that they are because of their success factor. But now here's a new group. And very skilled, very gifted, God-gifted with talent.
Absolutely.
And it's your duty and your obligation as their coach and mentor to keep them developing, not only on the field but in the classroom. Talk about this year's team.
Yeah, and we tried. Me personally, I try to develop them spiritually before anything else. I mean, that's my first and foremost goal, to keep God in their hearts and on their minds, and give Him all the glory for all the things that He's blessed us with. And so that's the first thing I do. The second thing, we do talk about them being great fathers. I mean, that'll come when you are obedient to God. You're going to be great fathers, great husbands, great friends. You're going to be success in whatever you do.
Yes.
And so we work on that. And college-wise, I mean, they're on their own after that. They're. We were excited about, Aiden's going to LSU. Damari's got 5-hour offers right now. He'll get more than that, I'm sure. Torrey McTire committed to Cal. Hassan Allison, our defensive end, will play somewhere.
Yes.
and Hassani Smith plays somewhere. Another kid, Cameron Akins is just committed to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. So and on and on. There's some other guys that get offers and stuff. So we're just blessed to have those guys, and we need to continue to direct them, I think, and they know that they're the sky's the limit on their futures, and so we're excited about seeing their progress in the future.
Hey, Coach, just want to take a little bit of time here to talk about your program, because it does not reach its success point without the administration, the faculty and the students and the administration. Talk about that blend and how it's supported the Phantom program and taken it to new heights.
One of the first things I did when I got here, I met the Alumni Association, and all there's all these successful men, and all come from very humble backgrounds in LA and in the community, and I was just fascinated by the success of all these older gentlemen, and I got to become friends with so many of them still to this day. Great relationships, and just the success that this school has given them the opportunity to thrive in their futures, coming from nothing, poor, owning their businesses like you were talking about, being in business. It's just on and on and on, and so the faculty, the brothers, are so committed to their cause, serving the poor inner city kids and giving a great Catholic education, and it's never changed. And we're serving the same kids we've always served since 1925 the school opened, and still the same successes that they've had from the 20s, 30s, all the way on to now into this new century. It's just amazing.
And Coach, it's great to be still in the environment where this school was on the near verge of a shutdown. We in the city were about to lose one of the most storied high schools in the city. But again, the alumni came and saved that day. The Archdiocese, the Bishop, Cardinal, everybody came in, and Cathedral is alive and well today.
Yeah, in 1985, the Archdiocese, I guess, sold the property, and they were going to develop it, and God has other plans, yes. He, through the Alumni Association and the hard work of those guys and their love for the school, and God's ultimate plan, it was saved. And shoot, I'm thinking about I might not have been a head coach if it wasn't for that. That's honest truth, Yes. So that's something to say,
And that's why we feel blessed, because we're able to weave that story in its entirety for our viewers, because it's about the football, it's about the game, but it's more than the game, as you know.
Absolutely.
You're creating an environment here that is healthy, prosperous, and successful, and the kids from the community will come here knowing that they're going to come out with that high school education and move on into college. Because let's talk about football tonight, because I know we could spend more time here just going back to the good old times and talking about what it's done to both of us, sports for me and sports for you. But Coach, Mission Conference, tough. Week after week, Sarah's in this conference, and you have to prepare the kids each and every week. Talk about that very briefly.
Yes, Sarah humbled us last week. Coming in and feet averaging 46 or 8 points a game, whatever it was, and Sarah humbled us. We didn't execute well, and they had a lot to do with that. And we didn't have a great week of practice. We beat St. Francis the week before, and I think we had a letdown. I think, and that's my responsibility as a coach. And I think I let our guys down, and we're not going to do that anymore. So we're all going to learn from that and be better. And yeah, it doesn't get easier. I mean, Chaminade is a top-ranked team in the state. Sarah's a top-ranked team in the state, and it doesn't get easier.
Well, you got Harvard Westlake next week on the road. You got two road games in a row.
Yeah, Harvard Westlake, who almost beat Loyola earlier in the year and played them real tough. So, it's a great league. Every single game is a dogfight, and it's a battle. So, I'm just happy that we're at this stage now. But we are 2-1 in this league, and we're growing, and we've been growing, and hopefully, in a year or two, we're or if not this year, we're competing for a league championship.
Coach Kevin Pearson, we would like to go on and on with you just to catch up. That'll come at another time. We'll be back to either come in, have you come to our studio as well. We're going to talk a little bit more off camera. But Coach Kevin Pearson, congratulations on homecoming night.
Thanks you guys for coming out. I appreciate it. Great.
God bless you.
God bless you too.
Always in our prayers and our thoughts. Okay, and the best to your family. All right. There he is, Coach Kevin Pearson. We heard it from him, the head coach, the leader of this Cathedral Phantom program, and is going up and up and up, higher and higher, as they say. So that will do it from here on the field of the Cathedral Phantoms. They come out winners, victorious on homecoming night, and over the St. Paul Swordsmen. And now they prepare for their next week battle against Harvard Westlake Wolverines and more of the Mission Conference. So that will do it for Eric Sarney, producing, taking all of the shots and all of the camera work. Ricky Rosas, our production assistant, and yours truly, Rico Cabrera, doing the play-by-play. Thank you very much for watching this edition of East LA Sports Scene. And again, our promise to you is we will be back with more. Take care until we're together again. We'll see you soon.